Hey there, it's Fastus here. We're going to do a guide on adding simple quests to the kit. This will be followed up by an advanced guide with some of the more complicated concepts now. I've got a couple of NPCs added here, just standard demo NPCs duplicated, and we're going to want to give this NPC over here some quests. So our first step is we will need to go to Create Game Data Quest, call it a simple quest. Important aspects of this is the title. Title will show up in various GUI interfaces in the kit as the title of the quest, including the quest log, and the description is what is displayed when you actually accept the quest. So this is quite important. Items and things often don't use this, but quests definitely do. We can set our requirements, we can set the level, we can set the requirement of other quests that are completed before this one can be completed. We can give ourselves a reward, which we'll do now. Rewards can include extra currencies and extra items, and we can define whether we would like to repeat it or not. But the important aspect of this one here, tasks. What tasks must be completed to complete our quest? Now there are three basic tasks: kill, collect, and talk to NPC, and then a fourth custom task which requires code. Now I'll talk about talk to NPC and custom in the advanced version of this. They're fairly complicated, but kill and collect are much the same. We'll stick with kill. We're going to want to kill one of I think we have some orc archer spawners, so we will request that the quest is kill one orc archer. I'm lazy, we're going to make it 1. So this essentially is our complete quest. Now we want to be able to get that quest, so our quest NPC has a dialogue and a graph. Now these are alternatives. You either use the dialogue or you use the graph. You can't use both. A graph is just a list in a tree format of dialogues. So a dialogue is 1 and the graph is a tree list. So again, we go to right click, create game data, either an NPC dialogue or an NPC graph. As you learn how these work, often it's better to have just a single dialogue, but the graph allows a nice editing system. So we start multiplayer NPC dialogue. That's a single dialogue. We'll give it a title, NPC, and a description. Bob. So if we assign this to Bob, and actually give it a slightly nicer name, we'll be able to chat to Bob, but we won't be able to take any quests at the moment. We'll just have a quick look what it looks like. So this one's Bob, quest NPC, hi there, I am Bob. Bob the NPC goes at the top, so your titles appear in the top and your description appear in the output box down here. Nothing to click on because we didn't provide any menus. He has no exclamation mark over his head because he hasn't got a quest assigned to him. So we'll go back to this. We obviously want to be able to talk to him. So for a start, let's say we aren't really interested in chatting to him after we've opened up. We'll just say there's a buy menu item, and when the user clicks this, it closes the menu. That's great. And the second one was give quest. We're not going to close that. We want to give quest. So if we open this up, we're going to see 2 more menus. Neither of them all that functional. The first one will go buy, the second one won't do anything. So what we need for this now is another NPC dialogue. Call that one give quest. It's reasonably useful. When you have a menu that the user's clicked on, this is you often write in here as if the user is speaking the line, and the NPC dialog that it goes to, you like the same text there in title, which pops up at the top of the screen, so that the user knows that they've clicked on that one, and it gives some continuity between the two. I want a quest. Actually, we don't. That's not that. This isn't going to actually show up, so we won't put anything there. But we will say we want to make this a quest. So NPC dialog. This NPC dialog is of type quest, and we're going to want to assign our simple quest to this. So this is an NPC dialog with the title give quest, and it will assign this quest. And the next thing we want to do, or last thing we want to do, is we want to link this menu, so when the user clicks this menu, it opens up this dialog. And there's this little red dot, and we drag the little red dot, the little blue dot, and we'll get a line. So we have a dialog box first pops up. He says, hi there, I'm Bob. It offers two choices, buy and give quest. If you click on buy, it closes. If you click on give quest, it opens up this second NPC dialog and offers the choice to give this simple quest. One thing you might notice when you're using the graph, clicking away from any graph, any dialog, seems to cascade into a save mechanism. So often you'll be typing things, you'll click away and try and type things, and nothing will happen. So just be aware that this is a fairly slow interface. It's worthwhile clicking, making an edit, clicking off it, and then waiting until it saves and then carrying on. It's not incredibly slow, but it is noticeable. So if we run our system again, we go into our overpowered archer. He now has a question mark over his head. Yes, of course, because I've already had the quest from a previous test. But alright, so he's got an exclamation mark over his head, which is what he should have. I'd already given this player this quest, so if we'd actually looked at my quest log, we would have actually seen I already had it. So we will talk to him. Hi there, I'm Bob. Buy, give quest. We can change the order of these if we like. Click on buy, it just goes away. Click on give quest, and we see the text displayed in what the quest description was, not what the dialog graph description was. Gives us the tasks, gives us the reward. This is all pulled out from the quest information. I can accept and I can decline it. We will accept it. Notice nothing else happens on these exception boxes, and if I go and kill something, if I'm capable of doing that, okay, I should be able to go to my quest journal. Task is complete, simple quest. So I've obviously completed it. He's now, question mark is yellow, not grey. Talk to him and complete it. Now you notice that this text doesn't change between when I've got the quest, when I'm abandoning the quest, so you need to make sure that these dialogues make sense. So give quest doesn't make much sense. I'd like to talk to you about the orcs, perhaps. It might make sense, and when you talk to him about that, I accept. If I go back to him, I talk to him about that, it's going to skip the same stuff, abandon. So let's make that a little bit fancier. So if we go back to our dialog graph, you'll notice there's a quest accepted, quest declined, abandoned, and completed. Now when I accepted this, it just immediately closed down the entire window, but that's not a requirement. I can say I can write another dialog box. I can link the quest accepted dialog into an NPC dialog, quest accepted. Thanks very much for doing this. NPC dialog, quest declined. That's a pity. I'll find someone else. Again, link the quest declined to that dialog. We'll create a new dialog. Call this one quest abandoned. We will link quest abandoned to that one, and we'll add another one, quest complete. Great, wanna do it again. And if we close all that down, run that, should be get a little bit more life to the whole quest chain. As you can see, you can just do it with 2 graph dialogues. Give quest, decline, that's a pity, I'll find someone else. Give quest, accept, thanks very much for doing this. Give quest, abandon, sure I know they're hard but you could have tried. Absolutely hilarious dialogue here. Pulitzer Prize winning. Oh, don't wander around. And I think I've got a formation going here, which is a bit annoying because they're all going to attack me. I've completed it. Got a question mark. My journal shows it completed. Complete. Great. Want to do it again. There you go. So a full quest chain. Fantastic detail. Lively commentary. That's pretty much it. Oh yes, there was one thing I said. Now we typed in our 2 little details here in opposite orders. We can order this so that it's a bit more logical. Give quest and buy. Give quest. It's probably a better text to put in there because we're not actually talking about the quest when we try to abandon it. And that's basically it. That gives you a nice simple quest chain. Now if you look at if you look at quests, create game data quest, just have a look at the task collect item. Very much the same thing, a base item and an amount. It'll work exactly the same way as your kill quests do. Reward items, exactly the same way as most of the stuff is. It'll give you a certain number of base items, and that'll be listed in your quest journal too. So that's basically it for simple quests. I'm going to move on in the next video and look at the advanced stuff. I'll look at the talk to NPCs, which allows you to have a quest target of talking to another NPC, and I'll have a look at the custom stuff, which requires a little bit of code. And we'll see you in the next video.